All right, here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Friday night. A big night in New York City as the Knicks and the Cavs would get it popping for game 3 of their first round matchup. And after a tough and brutal loss in Cleveland for game 2, the Knicks needed to jump out the gates quickly. But it wasn't Emmanuel quickly early. It was R.J. Barrett. Broadway Barrett would set the tone for those New York Knicks. And over the course of this game, they would methodically break down this Cavaliers team on the offensive end and on the defensive end. Captain Clutch, Jalen Brunson, would do his numbers, especially in the second half. 5 Knicks in double figures, and they would get the job done, man. 99-79. The Knicks take game 3. Game 3 goes to the good guys, man. It was a raucous crowd at MSG, and the Knicks would deliver, man. 99-77. This is KFTV Postgame Live, presented by Manscaped. CP the franchise, Alex Charles on the 1s and 2s. Game 3 goes to the good guys, Al. Goes to the good guys, man. What a night. What a night at MSG. The energy was electric from the pregame all over the city. You could feel it. And when we got in, they went to work. Shout out to RJ. And I got to start with him because, you know, a lot was made about his lack of productivity in the first 2 games. He was facilitating well. His defense was up and down. He was trying to get on the boards, but offensively, he just couldn't get it in. And what I loved about his approach tonight was he went with his strengths, which is not only attacking the basket, but really attacking in transition, off of live rebounds, off of turnovers. That was RJ. You got to play fast. He can't be in the half court sticking around. And on top of that, the 3-ball was falling for him. 3 of 6 from downtown. So he went 8 of 12 from the field, 3 of 6 from downtown, 8 rebounds. And look, he only had 3 assists. But if we go back and look at the tracking on, we'll see when NBA.com gets those stats. His potential assists were definitely up there with Brunson's. I thought RJ passed the ball very well tonight. And he, to me, was a huge reason why they got this W tonight. Set the tone brilliantly and bounced back when they needed it, man. Great job by RJ. What you think about RJ's game tonight?
RJ had an awesome game tonight. Well, when I was on pregame with JD earlier today, JD asked, who did we desperately need to have a good game? JD chose Emmanuel quickly, who also had a good game today, but I said RJ Barrett. And because we needed him to get into rhythm for attacking the lane, I wanted to see him knock down some threes. He did just that. And his playmaking, everything else opened up because he was able to attack and just be in attack mode. You talk about grabbing rebounds tonight, got 8 boards. He was facilitating. There's definitely more opportunities where he could have gotten assists. Just, you know, his teammates just needed to drill them, right? But overall, man, like, this is the game that we needed from RJ in order to stay in this series, because without him, man, you were thinking that we had to do the same Isaac Okoro. And that's what I was saying, right? If RJ wasn't going to give you some sort of production as what we got in game 1, he's unplayable. But tonight, he comes through in the clutch, man. You know, Julius had a solid game, even though the numbers aren't there. Yeah. But we needed someone else to score, and that was RJ. RJ, right next to Jalen Brunson, helped the Knicks stay in this game tonight. And you just got to give him kudos for being able to do just that.
He stepped it up. I thought his decision-making was crisp. It was fast. He played fast. He moved the ball. You know, it wasn't sticking around. He wasn't dribbling the air out of the ball. Quick decisions. He was attacking. If he didn't get a clean look at the basket, he was passing out of it. And I thought his passes were crisp. And when he had good looks, he was finishing well. That this was a great game by him, a nice bounce back game by him. And his team needed it. You know, Julius only went 3 for 15 in this game. There was, I thought both teams, especially in the first, say, 1.5 quarters, it wasn't that much offense.
It was not.
Both teams were really trying to find their way. The rims were tight for both of these squads. And maybe it was a crowd. Maybe it was us at MSG. But again, give credit to RJ for still, sticking with it and getting the team on track. Secondly, I thought the floor general, Jalen Brunson, I thought he was great tonight once again. 21 points, 6 dimes, 2 steals from Brunson, 4 boards, 10 of 18 from the field. And what I loved about Brunson was just trying to get the team into rhythm when he needed it. You saw some good passes out there and really just being patient with his offense. Just really being patient with his offense. Bickerstaff went with LeVert to start. He made that change to the starting lineup. He had LeVert, then Osman came in after LeVert, and then Okoro. So Brunson had to do his thing against all 3 of those guys. I thought he picked his spots. When they got the switch with Spider, he took advantage when he had to. And it was just a nice, diligent process for Jalen Brunson operating as a floor general tonight. Good game by him.
Absolutely. Look, he was attacking anybody and everybody who was on him, whether it was LeVert, whether it was Garland, whether it was Mitchell, whether it was Osman. Nobody could stop what Jalen Brunson wanted to do tonight. And you saw how he adjusted from game 1, game 2, CP, because game 2, the Cavs forced him to be that guy early, right? You saw him try to do a lot of pull-up threes, try to attack in transition, wasn't really looking for his teammates. But now today, early, what does he do? He looks for RJ. He looks for Randle. He looks for his teammates, lets them get settled in, and then he starts going to work and calls his number when it's appropriate. And it was the third quarter where he had to really turn it on and really help create that lead and separate the Knicks from the Cavs. But you just saw that patience that we've just known to become accustomed to when you watch Jalen Brunson on the court. I mean, the way he was just backing down anybody and then had those turnaround jumpers, his footwork, it was just so methodical, man. I mean, you watch the way that he attacks tonight, and I don't even know for the Cavs. If you're on the Cavs side, if Jalen Brunson is in his bag like that, you're not going to stop him. Yeah. And it just, like, I know Garland has the speed. You have Donovan Mitchell who's got the agility, the feline quickness, and can really get to the hoop. But when you have to figure out somebody who's able to change pace that quickly with that type of footwork, I mean, you see Jarrett Allen. When Jarrett Allen's on him, Jarrett Allen is continuously moving backwards, right? Yeah. And Brunson gets enough space to just knock it down. Brunson was just on one today, and I loved it.
Yeah. No question about it. 5 Knicks in double figures. As we talked about, RJ's 19, Jalen Brunson 21. I thought Josh Hart gave us some good minutes as well, man, off the bench. 13 for Hart, and he efficient 4-5 from the field, 2-2 from downtown. One of those off of RJ passes, 6 boards for Josh Hart, 1 assist, 2 steals. Nice bounce back, classic Josh Hart game. Was really trying to be a force, especially in transition on the fast break. Really just trying to impose his will there. So I thought he did a good job and did a good job on Spider. I thought he did a good job on Spider, just really trying to make him uncomfortable. I'll make him take some tough shots out there. Good job by Josh Hart tonight.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Good job by Josh Hart. I mean, it was a good job by the bench overall, right? Yeah. You mean, you look at what Josh Hart was doing. He was attacking as a one-man fast break, grabbing rebounds. Once again, you had Emmanuel Quickly who decided to show up. I mean, besides his one garbage shot that he took in garbage time, Quickly was 4 for 5, just like Josh Hart. You also had Isaiah Hartenstein, who was 3 for 5, grabbing critical rebounds. Obi Toppin was giving you some good minutes today. So not only was Josh Hart critical with his 13 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 assist, but you had everything else from the bench production, which I love tonight, because the thing that's going to translate to the Knicks winning this series is their depth. And you saw it from the start. You know, even though Grimes went out with an injury, with a contused shoulder, we still had enough depth to take on the Cavaliers tonight.
Yeah, big time. And shout out to Ab Lab Studios, $50 super chat. He says, dudes was shirtless on 7th Avenue tonight. We on goon time. Let's go. And yeah, I was looking forward to coming outside for the celebration, because we already know that the Knicks fans were going to go crazy out there, and they did. It's just a great atmosphere after the win. 7th Avenue was rocking. We got some great footage on the live stream. Shout out to everybody that was out there. It was a lot of KFTV love from pregame all the way through. So salute to everybody that came through. As you mentioned, now that we got a lot of depth, a lot of contributions off of the bench. Talked about Josh Hart. Quickly, another guy that we needed to step up and emerge and get quality points here when the game was when the game was still left to be decided. In the game 2, he did go 4 of 8, but that was when the game was pretty much over. But in this game, I thought Quick did a great job tonight, man. 11 points, 4 of 6, 2 or 3 from downtown. I thought his defense on Garland was solid, and just getting us good offense when we needed it in this game, when sometimes it was just hard to get.
Yeah, well, Quickly, I feel like those shots at the end of game 2 were helpful for Quickly to get back into rhythm. I think he's the type of guy that just needs to see the ball go through the net, and he's like, all right, there's my shooting touch.
Yeah,
we're back. And I think also getting snubbed from the 6th Man of the Year award, we didn't really get a chance to talk about that. JD and I did. I want to know your thoughts about him not getting the award.
Yeah.
But you see, you heard him talk about it today. You see that he was a little irritated by it. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe it was just him getting readjusted, because towards the end of the season, he did a lot of starting, right? And maybe he just needed to figure out that balance once again coming off the bench, because look, he played 23 minutes tonight, went 4 or 5. I'm not even going to count the last one, even though he went 4 for 6, because that was just a garbage shot. He didn't need to take it. 2 for 3 from downtown, 2 assists. I mean, his box score doesn't even really tell you the impact once again, because you look at what he was doing to Darius Garland. Yeah. All right. They had to force the ball out of Darius Garland's hand, because that's what helped the Cavs get activated in game 2.
Yep.
He was doing full court press to make sure that it went to Donovan Mitchell instead of him. So kudos for Quickly for playing once again, being a two-way player, I should say, and forcing, Donovan to be the playmaker instead of Garland. That's the impact that Quickly had, and why he should have been recognized for 6th Man of the Year.
Defense. Darius Garland, 4 of 21 for 10 points. I mean, he was the player of the game in game 2 with 32 points. So great job by the Knicks. And I also thought the rims were kind of tight for Cleveland. They missed a ton of looks that they hit in the second game, and it's a make or miss league. But with the way that the Knicks were defending and playing hard, on top of the atmosphere, the energy, the raucous MSG crowd, it all factors into it. And I thought it made a long night for the Cavs even longer, especially given the fact that they were struggling. Garland 4 of 21, Caris LeVert 7 of 17. 3 of 11 from the field for 17 points. And, when we talked to Justin Rowan last night on the game preview, as he told you, the thing about LeVert is that he's an up and down guy. One night he could give you 25 on an efficient night, and the other night he could give you a dud. You just never know. So Bickerstaff now is in search of offense. He's playing his hand. He's saying, look, I need more offense out here.
Yep.
I don't trust this just going through Garland and Mitchell. I need another guy. So he starts LeVert. Then he goes to Osman before he gets to Okoro in that platoon. Didn't work out so well for them, but I thought it was a good job by the Knicks defending, because the Knicks did start the game off with Brunson on Garland and RJ on LeVert. And hey, they got some good results there.
Yeah, and JD and I were talking about that. How do you go matching up this change that Bickerstaff made? Do you go traditional? Do you put Brunson on LeVert? And we had the whole conversation of, what do you do? And I think when you see LeVert out there, and he kept the offense going tonight. I mean, you have to give it to him, because he was still hot like he was from game 2. So I think it was a good night not to put Brunson on LeVert, because if he wasn't shooting well, then you can go back and say, all right, we'll put Brunson on LeVert, because he could be that type of erratic scorer. So Bickerstaff's playing his hand. Look, CP, you will get this minute log for Cleveland right now. Their starters, no one played less than 33 minutes, and that was Garland, and he had to go out because of an ankle injury, because he stepped on the cameraman. He probably would have had more minutes. That's crazy. 38 for Donovan Mitchell, 35 for Caris LeVert, 33 for Darius Garland, 37 for Jarrett Allen, 37 for Evan Mobley. Like, Bickerstaff is relying on his starters to hopefully do something. And you see tonight, man, this is where depth is very important. These guys are getting tired. They're shook, man, coming into the Garden. That Garden crowd did its job by being an extra defender. Oh my God. You could hear it. You could hear it through the TV screen by how electric Madison Square Garden was tonight.
Listen, man, from the Star Spangled Banner, the place was shaking. The place was shaking. The first defense chance to open up the game after the open tip. Rocking. RJ going off, rocking. Starting lineups. Brunson being the first one to be called out. Rocking. It was just electric. It was electric in there. And so, give credit to the Knicks fans for, we did our job tonight and we were rewarded because the players came out and they played hard and they played well. So shout out to them. Everybody, all the starters across the board in a positive plus minus. I love Mitch's game tonight. 7 points, 7 boards. Try about 3 dimes from Mitch.
Yep.
2 steals, 2 block shots. But a block this monster. 5 offensive rebounds. I love Mitch's activity tonight. I definitely loved his activity. Did a good job protecting the paint and battling Jared Allen down there for much needed rebounds. Good job by Mitch tonight.
He was physical tonight, man. Mitch was physical tonight. He was ready to make his presence felt. I mean, you saw it in the first quarter. The way there was 4 Cavs defenders in the paint. I forget who missed a shot. Mitch gets it. He gets fouled, even though he doesn't hit his free throws. That's what you want to see from Mitch because that's what he's known for doing, just snatching those boards. And man, just from that moment on, I knew Mitch was locked in. And you need this type of Mitchell Robinson throughout the remainder of the series. And wow, the block shots that he had on Garland, the way he was defending Allen. Like Allen had some struggles just trying to get into his position tonight. So good job by Mitch.
Yeah, force a couple tough shots on Mobley. Mitchy ain't no snitchy, baby. Shout out to Cody Glock. Shout out. Hey, listen, that catchphrase is ringing nationwide, man. My guy Elite, shout out to Elite. He touched down from LA. He's like, bro, where's Cody Glock, man?
Oh, man.
Yeah, shout out to Cody Glock. I'm sure we'll hear from him tonight, among others, man. Call us up 657-383-1509 or hit us up on the Knicks Fan TV Discord. Shout out to the Rhyme Animal Chuck D, man. $20 super chat. He says Josh Hart is the starter. RJ moved up, but Grimes' IQ still overwhelmed by the moment. Happens. Donovan face looked like CP eating the post-game Cleveland pizza. Game 3, no doubt, gave MSG fans to turn it up. It's going to be insane for Game 4. No question about it, man. And when Bickerstaff went to the bench early in that fourth quarter, you could see Mitchell trying to get his guys. We were kind of right behind the Cavs bench, and you could see Spider trying to, get to his guys and be saying, we're okay. So, the Knicks have to come with that same intensity in Game 4 and just make it tough on the Cavs. Just continue to make it tough on the Cavs. But the turnover battle, Al, was once again something that was a big factor in this game. For Game 2, it helped the Cavaliers when the Knicks gave up over 20 points to the Cavs off of like 16 turnovers. Tonight, it was the Knicks that benefited. The Knicks forced 21 Cavs turnovers, which led to 28 Knicks points. Conversely, the Knicks turned it over 14 times, which led to only 8 Cavs points. And a lot of that was in the fast break, man. 15 fast break points for the Knicks to 7 for the Cavs. A lot of active hands out there tonight, Al. Defensively, their energy was strong. A lot of active hands, and they got out there in transition. RJ pushing it ahead. Josh Hart pushing it ahead. Brunson getting out there. Obi getting out there on his leak outs. Great job. This is how you're going to have to score against a stingy half-court team against the Cavaliers. You got to play fast. You got to turn them over and hopefully convert that into points, easy points on the other end.
Absolutely. And not only were they forcing, the Cavs to turn the ball over, but they forced a lot of difficult shots, which helped create those turnovers, right? Look, the Cavs shot 38.8% tonight from the field. They shot 21.2% from 3. They were god awful when it came to shooting from the field. That's why they only got 79 points. Yeah. Look, first team during this season to be held under 80. Under 80. And by the way, this was the Knicks when they played, I think, the Cavs the second time, the beginning of their 8-game winning streak back in December. Yeah. They held the Cavs down to, I think, 81 points. So this is not new for the Knicks to do this to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah.
Being able to force the Cavs to take difficult shots. And then every time they came back down, they had to think twice. Do I want to take this shot? What do I do with this basketball? And then next thing you know, you see Donovan Mitchell turning it over. You see RJ just getting the ball, pushing in transition, right? Or you see Josh Hart getting a steal, or you see anybody else getting a block shot because that is how stingy New York's defense was tonight. And you're going to need that for game 4, man. And it goes back to, once again, the crowd atmosphere, because when you see, I like that, Daniel, the New York penitentiary for the Cavaliers. I like it. I like that. Let's go. When you have a loud crowd atmosphere and the Cavs can't communicate, you get nervous. You get nervous, and you see that tonight. They're turning the ball over. Makes it easy for New York to capitalize.
Yeah.
You're beside yourself, CP. I get it. You're stunned from what you watched tonight.
Yeah, not necessarily, because I did expect them to bounce back and be resilient. I did expect this.
This?
Yeah, a lot of people asked me what I thought. I said we're going to win tonight. Yeah, I had no doubts we were going to win tonight. But and as far as my Knicks in 6 prediction, I think we're going to win Sunday as well. We're going to win these home games.
Let's go.
But the energy was just great, man. It was just great. Sold out place, packed to the gills, people screaming. I mean, people standing up. It was just electric. It was electric, man. So shout out to everybody that had the Garden going tonight, because I thought the players really responded well to that. So great job. Let's get to the phones, man. Let's hear from Jay from the Lou. Jay, go ahead and unmute your mic, man. How you feeling, bro?
TP.
Yo, how you feeling, bro?
Oh, man, I'm live, man. Discord is back going, man. Hey,
Yes,
I'm good, man. Hey, I had the volume up, man. I've never felt that before in a while. It's been a while, man, since I felt that before, man. That was rocking out there, man. Hey, I'm gonna get on RJ for a little minute. Let me go ahead and do my thing. Now I know he's gonna, fall down the steps these next games, so we ain't gonna see him in a while. But for him to come out, I mean, we was on his head hard, and we was getting ready to throw him out the ship. You know what I'm saying? We gave him one more game. He came out and did his thing. That was very exciting to see, especially for the first home game in the playoffs. That was pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
I liked the Mitch game tonight, man.
Yeah,
Mitch was pretty smooth out there tonight, man. He looked like he was very comfortable going against Allen, and like he took that very personal, but he was smooth with it, and I liked it there for him. And also, I wanted to give a shout out to him, man, quickly, man. I felt like he did his thing. I felt that being upset, not getting the 6 of the year. It's all good, man. Just work harder, get most improved, So, hey, coming from the middle of the map, much love to you guys, man.
Good job, man. Good job. I definitely love Mitch's game tonight. And, look, the thing with RJ is that consistency, right? Consistency has always been the name of the game with him. You'll see these I don't think game 1 was a bad game from him. Offensively, he lacked. Game 2, I thought, he could have done some more. I thought he was still facilitating and passing well. Tonight, he really put it all together. What comes Sunday, you just don't know, man. You just don't know. So but they got the win, and he was a big part of it tonight. So you take it and you move on. You just don't know what you're gonna get from game to game, right? Like with Brunson, you know what you're gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
Even in a loss, he's gonna put up his points, right? But with RJ, you just don't know, man. You just don't know. So we take it and run with it tonight, because he was solid. He was great. He was not more than solid. He was great for this team tonight. He was playing fast. He made great decisions with the ball. He was really, really spry coming off of those screens, and he finished well at the basket. That's all you could ask for, man. That's all you could ask for.
Absolutely. And this team is a team that is going to rely on Brunson and then anyone else who can step up. It's been Julius and IQ for the most part throughout the regular season, but this postseason, it was Randle, Brunson, and Hart in the first game, right? Now you get Brunson, RJ, and then you have Emmanuel quickly and Josh Hart again, and some good stuff from Julius Randle. So it's once again like this whole good collective from the entire team, but you just know what you're going to get from strictly Brunson, and then hopefully somebody else steps up from game to game. Thankfully, we're home, so now we're getting to see some of the role players start to play well, as has been as like the saying goes, right?
Yeah,
role players play well at home. That's what we're getting right now from guys like Quickly, RJ, and so forth. But CP, what'd you think about Randle's game tonight? I mean, on the stat sheet, it doesn't look it doesn't look phenomenal, right? 3 for 15, 2 for 10 for downtown, 11 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. But what'd you think about it tonight?
Well, it was okay in that we got contributions elsewhere. You know, obviously, if your role players don't step up and you look at Julius' stats, you're like, you're gonna need a little bit more. But I thought he let the game come to him. He played within what the team was doing, meaning it was RJ's night. He let RJ do his thing. It was Jalen's night. He let Jalen do his thing where he was needed. Sometimes he was parked in the corner. He would, launch up a corner three. He was trying to take Moby down. He was trying to back him down here and there. He did what he needed to do out there. I thought Julius did what he needed to do out there. And tonight just wasn't a night where he had to necessarily assert himself because, once we got into the third quarter, things started to coast a little bit from there.
For sure. And I think he had a fine game. I mean, he wasn't good shooting wise tonight, but defensively grabbing the rebounds, I thought he did a good job defending Evan Mobley tonight. That's something I've wanted to see from Julius Randle. It's like, if you don't have it going offensively, it's something I've always asked, what else are you doing to help your team step up as a star, right? And tonight is like one of those things that he did that. Like, even though he didn't shoot well, he made sure his presence was felt. I remember him just driving. He saw Jarrett Allen right there. He just drove, took the contact, got to the free throw line. That's what you do when you start seeing mismatches on you. Or, he drove because he saw that the Cavs defense was scattered and then finds a nice pass to Mitchell Robinson for a nice dunk. That's the type of stuff you want to see from Julius Randle. So even though he didn't have a good shooting night, I thought he did other things well to keep the team involved, kept the ball flowing. And look, that's what you want from your start when he doesn't have it going.
Yeah, I thought overall, I want to see the stats in terms of paint touches. But I just felt like they just did a great job from RJ to Jalen to Julius. Just getting the driving kicks going, man. Just getting the driving kicks going. I thought the ball movement was much better tonight. Much quicker decisions, and it paid off for them. I really liked how they executed their offense tonight. Even though some of the shots weren't falling, they weren't overly efficient tonight. But overall, I just like their activity against this Cavs defense. I really like how they were zipping the ball around the perimeter, and they did a great job. Stock chasers on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic.
TP, Alex, what's going on? You guys hear me?
Loud and clear. Let's go.
All right. Well, shout outs to the video, man, that you had going from the Garden, man. That joint was nice.
Yeah, the video, man, that was me.
Nah, it was fire, especially the cardboard Jalen Brunson out there.
Oh, yeah, the cardboard Jalen Brunson. Yeah. That's the essence of New York, man. Yeah.
Facts. I just want to listen. I want to give a shout out to Mitchy no snitchy, man. He did his thing down there.
Yeah.
He was getting those rebounds, assists, steals, blocks. He was everywhere. Also, I just want to add, like, Jalen Brunson had 21 points, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's the way he got those 21 points, man. It's just like so beautiful to see. And as he's scoring, you see all the old school Knicks players, man, they were just astonished by the way he was going in when he started to turn up in the second half, man. And they were like showing him on camera, and it was like, it just made me proud, man. I've been waiting for a moment like this for a long time. I also want to give a shout out to RJ Barrett, man, for having a bounce back game. I think the previous caller said like we were getting ready to throw him off the bus, but I don't think it's that. I think that we have expectations, and I love Barrett. I love having Barrett on the team. It's just getting him to get more consistent. But today he came through. So shout outs to RJ Barrett. Shout outs to D Rose coming out for those 3 minutes. He got an assist as well.
Yeah.
He got an assist as well. Josh Hart, man, 6 rebounds, 13 points. And then I just I hope everything's okay with Quentin Grimes, man. I hope we got some info on him because we're going to need him. We're going to need him for sure. But thanks for having me, guys. Thanks for having me. Let's go Knicks, baby.
Let's go. Yeah, the D Rose chance. What's the D Rose chance was going in, and Tibbs did acquiesce. He did give the fans what they wanted, And yeah, it was just that type of night. It was that type of time. And as Stock Chaser said, you had a lot of Knick heroes in the building, man. From Starks, obviously Starks works for the team. Sprewell works for the team. Tim Thomas was in there heavy. He's been in there heavy. I think he's on the payroll now, and he's getting a lot of love for the fans, man. And it wasn't always like that when he was a player. Yeah, it wasn't always like that when he was a player. But yeah, Tim Thomas getting love in the building. Obviously, Bernard King was there, so it was nice, you know. And they gave them all their moments to get saluted by the crowd, and the crowd was appreciative. Justin Tucker, the Giants, was in there, so you know it was a good vibe. Fat Joe did the halftime performance, and it was a family affair.
You see Starks get some chills. He on TV. He had he was like, "Whoo!" Like watching the Knicks in the third quarter, just like go out watching Jalen Brunson.
No.
He had some chills, man, watching the Knicks today. It was great to see.
I did not see that. Man. Shout out to Starks, Chuck D. Yeah, Patterson's own Tim Thomas. Absolutely no fugazi. Yeah, it was good to see him getting love in there. And, you know, him and Brunson, the Nova connection, they had a little moment after the game. So that was nice to see. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Knicks win 99-79. 79 points in a playoff game. Great job by the Knicks defense holding the Cavs at bay. 2,500 on the chat. Let's get those likes up, man. We should have at least 2,000 likes in the chat. Throw some emojis in the chat. Let us know how you feeling tonight.
There better be some window emojis, man. Where's the window emojis?
You know, somebody did ask me that too, Al. I was when the game was over. Somebody, just a random KnicksFanTV fan. He was like, CP, you jumping out the window tonight? Yo, man, I've been out. It's playoff time, you know?
Let's go.
Yeah, man, ready to go. We got a big fight tomorrow. Mikey with Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. Looking forward to that. And then that's just like a little appetizer, you know what I'm saying, Al, until game 4, where we will both be in the building. So very much looking forward to that. And the Knicks kicked off the weekend very well. We had a great turnout at Mustang Harry's for our pregame show. Shout out to everybody that came through there. And everybody that's been vibing with us all night. VA Nick on the Discord. VA Nick, let's go.
Hey, what's up, CP? What's going on, Alex?
Good, man. How you feeling, bro?
Hey, man, come on now. We out the window, man. It was a great game.
Let's go.
It was great. Hey, real quick, man. I love the floor game that Jalen played tonight, man.
Yes.
I love how he got everybody involved early.
Yep.
And as Tibbs would say, he was spraying the ball early.
Yes.
But more importantly, I love how we started the third quarter where we really attacked the mismatch and went at Donovan, man.
Yeah.
That's what the key was. Like, we put Donovan in defense and those pick and roll switches. Donovan had to play the D. And you saw what happened in the fourth. You know, Starks got some dap because, you know, Brunson was in his bag. But, you know, low key, IQ finally came out of his slump. And I think he's going to have a big game on Sunday.
Yeah. It was good to see, man. Quickly. And RJ coming out of it, that was big. They definitely needed it. Obviously, with Grimes going out, you hope Grimes is okay, but you definitely needed some contributions from IQ and RJ, and they were able to get it done tonight. So definitely great to see. Salute to you, Zach.
No doubt.
Salute, bro. Zack Nitchy. Zack Nitchy. Go ahead and unmute your mic.
Yo, CP, what's going on, my man?
What's good, man? How you feeling, bro?
Bro, first time caller, long time listener.
Let's
love
go.
what y'all doing here.
Thank you, man.
Calling in from Pittsburgh, PA here.
Okay.
Supporting all the way out here, bro.
Okay.
Bro, awesome game tonight.
Yeah.
You needed it tonight and you got it done. I'm gonna talk about RJ, bro. I loved him ever since we drafted him, but I'm gonna be honest, I've been critical on him this year. And I think we have a right to, but you know, he came through tonight. He was big. You know, at that part of the game, it was really ugly. There was not much scoring going on. We needed a spark, and RJ gave it to us. And I think he really got us going, and he was huge tonight. And then just give the ball to JB. I've been saying that all year. Dude's box office, just give him the ball and just let him cook, bro.
Yeah,
it was awesome to see. Josh Hart. I'm starting to run out of words to describe this guy. This guy just was born to be in a Knick jersey.
Yeah.
Just when you watch this guy play.
He was relentless tonight, man, and they needed him to be. He was relentless tonight.
He was absolutely unbelievable. IQ, Obi, great minutes tonight from them too. They were huge. And Mitch, man, Mitch didn't get enough love tonight. Mitch was in there, played.
Mitch, he ain't no snitchy, man.
Mitch ain't no snitchy. I know, man. And he was making Jared Allen's birthday not good out there tonight.
Yeah,
he was all over Jared Allen tonight. And that's what we're gonna need this series, man. We got punched in the mouth game 2, but we responded. Tibbs made adjustments. That's what I said, and yeah, it was awesome. And I saw the live reaction video, bro. You need some security out there, bro. Come on, like
I do, man. I got separated from him, but it is what it is, man. Listen, man. I'm a man of the people. We outside. We don't worry about that. It's all good, man. We with the people,
bro.
man.
And I forgot to say, I was actually in Cleveland for game 1, bro, and it was
okay.
It was awesome, bro. Found a pack of Knicks fans. Let's go Knicks! It was awesome there. Game 1, made the trip out there, and it was awesome. And but good win tonight. Loved it. Thanks for taking my call.
No problem, man. Anytime.
Thanks, guys. Love it.
Let's go. Let's go. Zack Nitchy ain't no snitchy, man.
Yeah. Not at all.
Not at all.
I'm glad that Daniel has a window overlay for us. This is taking it to new heights, man. This is taking us to new heights.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, man. We are innovative here at KnicksFanTV, man. We are innovative out here. So, definitely salute to everybody that came out tonight. I'm trying to think what else was a vibe tonight. Just a good win. Just a good win, man. It was absolutely electric. 7th Avenue was great. I don't need security when I'm vibing with the people, man. You know what I mean? This is for the fans, by the fans. This is what we do. Yeah.
Look, you were in the mosh pit outside of Madison Square Garden, bro. You were in the mosh pit.
Yeah, that's what it's about. This is what KnicksFanTV is about, man. We come with love. We come with good intentions. We only hate Trae Young. We don't hate on each other. We don't go at each other. We go at the ops. We go Trae Young and those guys.
Oh my goodness. When I heard the Trae Young chants, I was like, really?
Yeah, it was great. Once I heard that, I was like, okay, we're in the right place. So I had to run to the danger and get some good footage. So shout out to Side Talk. Some of the Side Talk guys were out there. Shout out to them. And it was just a lot of love out there. A lot of love out there. Jose Morales fight out super chat says KFTV gang was out in full force tonight. MSG was rocking. CP had a crowd going crazy. Yeah, it was nice, man. It was nice. Shout out to J Cal in the chat. Salute. $10 super chat from Devin D. Piero says the vibes are immaculate in the Garden tonight. Please keep Osman on Jalen for the whole series, and it'll be Knicks in 5. RJ and IQ coming alive. Prayers up for Quentin Grimes. Yeah, Quentin Grimes, shoulder contusion, left the game. But has there been an update? Anybody check Twitter? Have we checked Twitter on an update on Quentin Grimes?
I haven't seen an update on him yet. I'm checking it right now, but I thought he was about to get into it. Get his shots falling once. He hit that bank shot. I was like, I think that's it. And then the injury, and it's like, man, that was the moment.
J Cal asking, what were the vibes on the stairs, escalators out? Same, pretty much the same as game 2 against the Atlanta. Pretty much the same. Just just a jubilant crowd all the way to 7th Avenue. From the escalators all the way to 7th Avenue. It was live.
Still no update on Grimes.
No update on Grimes. Okay, so I mean, figure with a short turnaround time for Sunday. I mean, who knows? It's hard to really say. You just hope it's not too bad. Hopefully it's not too bad. So we'll see what happens there. Vice 516 on the Discord. NA Vice 516. Again, unmute your mic.
Hey, what's up, CP? What's up, Alex?
Hey,
how you doing?
Good, man. How you feeling, bro?
I'm great. I just want to say great win. I don't want to take too much of your time. I'm calling from Well, I'm in the Discord for the first time tonight, but I've called before a couple of years ago, and I'm calling from Japan, so I'm up early for this one.
Konnichiwa, man. What are you doing?
Konnichiwa,
bro.
I'm U.S. military out here. It's no big deal, but
it's a very big deal, man. Thanks for your service, bro.
I'm so happy to see the Knicks finally having some success, seeing them in the playoffs again with an actual team this year, unlike a couple of years ago. But RJ did his thing tonight. I'm glad he responded well to the criticism, and he went out here, tried to punch him in the mouth. And then I'm very proud of our team. JB always being reliable. Julius Randle having a presence, and I'm very interested to see what the next game has, because the Cleveland Cavaliers probably played a little nervous tonight with MSG rocking as it was tonight, and we'll see how they respond. They got their feet wet with that MSG vibe, so next game they're gonna have that same energy. Hopefully we could contain them again and go up 3-1 in the series. I'm a big Knicks in 6 advocate, so that's all I got to say. Let's go Knicks, and let's keep the vibe rolling.
Yeah, man. Thanks for your service, bro, and call back anytime, man. Thanks for tapping in with us.
Absolutely. Keep it up, KnicksFanTV. Hit that thumbs up for your boys.
All
subscribe. Day. This guy's doing the damn thing. So
let's go. Let's go, man. Yeah, we'll see what happens Sunday. I'm like you. I'm very curious to see how the Cavs respond on Sunday. Thought the rims were very tight for them. Yes, the Knicks defense was solid. I thought the Cavs missed a lot of shots again that they made in game 2. It's a make or miss league, man. And it's just sometimes the difference can be just playing at home or playing on the road. You know what I'm saying, fellas? In how you feel and how you get into a rhythm, how you get into a groove. So we'll see how the Knicks respond on Sunday. Don't get complacent. Put this team on their heels, man. Take this game on Sunday to put all the pressure in the Cavs court, man. And let's go. And then we go to Cleveland with them on their heels, and we see if we can close it out in 5. JD, how you feeling, man? We got JD? Is he still eating?
Oh, I'm here.
Yeah, you live and direct, man. Hey, welcome to KnicksFanTV, man. What's your name? Where you calling in from, pal?
Thought this whole time I'm still backstage.
Nah, bro, you've been front stage. Everybody's like, yo, what is JD eating right now? You've been live and direct for about 20 minutes, man.
All right. Okay. What was the question?
just
how I'm feeling?
Wait.
Yeah,
the question we all need to have answered right now, JD. Are you eating a waffle?
Yeah, are you eating a waffle?
No, not. I didn't go that bad.
Okay.
But eating some mozzarella sticks and having some late night candy. So
nice. Okay.
But you still thinking about it?
What did he did the little man Cam Reddish?
Yeah, he said Cam Reddish. I'm like, you still thinking about it? He's long gone. That's history.
Oh my
god. Listen, great game tonight, and shout out to Alex for the great pregame show. CP, I'm just so happy that we got to win, man. So happy. After the fact, forget me being a panelist or whatever you want to call what we do here. I turned into a fan after this game. I'm just so relieved and happy that we won.
Me too.
This was the turnaround to the Hawks series. In terms of the Hawks series, we were at home at first. Tonight, game 3 and 4 at the Garden. I was just, very curious to see how we would respond to that Garden atmosphere. A lot of people talk about the road team, but it was also a challenge for the home team because of the players that we had struggling in the first 2 games.
Correct.
It got so bad that, we saw the report that the Knicks organization, they felt maybe coming at home was actually going to be a plus for some of these players. And it turned out to be true.
Right.
When you look at players like RJ Barrett, like Emmanuel Quickly, coming to the Garden and playing in that atmosphere really was a positive for them. And on top of getting the win, I'm just excited about how they won. This tonight, they just look like the better team. And from a strategic standpoint, You saw JB Bickerstaff go with LeVert. We talked about in the pregame how that was a challenge for the Knicks because they was going to attack Brunson. However, CP, as we talked in the pregame, I talked about how that could backfire on the Cavaliers. Why? That weakens your bench. And when you look at the score tonight, I think, if you want to take away Raul Neto's 1 point, Lamar Stevens scored, and I forgot who else scored. The Knicks the Cavaliers scored like 7 points, and that was all from Okoro.
Right.
That was their bench points.
Right.
7 points. I'm not counting the other guys that played in the fourth quarter. 7 points from Isaac Okoro's 12 minutes. When you look at the duration of the series, I think you're going to see that the Knicks team is probably the better team. And so excited about the win. Underrated performance by Mitchell Robinson in the first quarter, getting 4 rebounds, getting a steal, getting a block. I think Mitch Robinson set the tone defensively.
Love Mitch's energy.
Yeah, even though it was a low-scoring first quarter, I think he helped set the tone. And I talked about when you look at a guy like Mitch, playing at home sometimes is better for defensive players. When they are on the road, their defensive energy sometimes, they don't feel it as players that it gets appreciated because they're on the road. So now at home, when you get a steal, when you get a block, when you protect the rim, when you challenge shots, the crowd appreciates that, especially the New York crowd. So I was excited to see Mitch come back tonight and respond, and he did. So great win. And now is on to game 4, 1:00 matinee. Let's see how they respond.
Let's see how they respond, man. Interesting turnaround time, right, Al? Interesting turnaround time, man, for a 1:00 game.
Very quick. It's a very quick turnaround time. Not much rest. Not enough time to like really soak in this win and just, be prepared. It's a very fast turnout. You want to see the Knicks just come back, punch the Cavs in the mouth one more time at home and really set the tone for this series. Found something very interesting though, on one Darius Garland and his performance at the Garden. So on the regular season, he can shoot well at home. He's a much better shooter at home. When he's on the road, CP and JD, he takes 18 field goal attempts at Madison Square Garden. Do you know what he shoots with those 18 field goal attempts? 30.6%. You know what he shoots from 3 on 7.5 3 attempts? 33.3%. He's not good. And he's played both games at Madison Square Garden. Not good. And we see that tonight where he didn't perform yet again at Madison Square Garden. Now, if you're the Knicks and you see this where he can struggle on the road and you have the atmosphere that you have tonight and you're forcing Donovan Mitchell to be that primary playmaker for most of the game, I think he's going to struggle here at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. Hey, we hope so, man. We'll see what happens on Sunday. And then Garland also got banged up. What they say? He stepped on a cameraman?
Yeah, he stepped on a cameraman.
And tweaked his ankle a little bit. So let's see how that unfolds on Sunday. Shout out to Jake Cal, $20 super chat, says Hart in the starting lineup is going to be different, but be humble because this is the worst shooting we will see from the Cavs. Yeah, JD killed it on the call. Shout out to JD on the play-by-play. How was the live and live? We did try to do the CP live from the venue at halftime. I couldn't hear a word I was saying. I couldn't hear anything JD was saying, but
I wasn't saying anything. They loved it.
Okay.
I mean, it went exactly as we planned it. You took center stage.
Yeah.
He got you on the full screen.
And the audio was straight.
And the audio was good.
Okay.
The video here and there was depending, but
I keep telling Dolan and these guys, turn down the bandwidth on the facial recognition. Once everybody's in their seats, like, give me some juice. You know what I'm saying? Like, turn down the bandwidth a little bit. There's a facial recognition taking up all the energy, man. Yeah.
And other than that, the audio was good. The chat was flowing. They were interacting and engaging in whatever you were saying. And
nice.
When you turned around and you showed the Garden, they were excited about that. And I think they was excited to see you at halftime because they weren't expecting that. And that was part of that was the plan.
Yeah.
So that was dope to have that on the live play-by-play, give a little halftime show feel. And
nice wrinkle. Nice wrinkle to it, man. Yeah.
So nice of you, CP, to join JD's play-by-play.
Yeah. I couldn't hear anything, but I did my best. I couldn't hear anything, man.
Alex is playing to the joke that I said. Was it on pregame that I said, Alex?
It was on pregame.
Yeah, I was like the time that I was basically telling the chat, everybody was dying off it. That I basically told everyone that I asked you to come on to the play-by-play on halftime, and that your response was, "Thank you for inviting me to my channel."
That's right.
You were like, "Thanks for the invite. It'll be nice to be a guest on KnicksFanTV."
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Gotta have fun with it. Jay Boogie. Shout out to Jay Boogie, man. Jay Boogie had his MSG.
Yo, that's fire.
You know? He's got the playoff anthem. They played it during the first quarter. So yeah, nice job, man. Jay Boogie was in the building. I ran into him before the game. Happy birthday to Jay Boogie. It's his birthday as well. So big things happening for him. Great job there. And yeah, he had his playoff anthem playing on the big screen on the Jumbotron. I put it up on Twitter. So if anybody is following CP the Franchise on Twitter, you guys can check that out there. But also check it out. Check out the song. It's on all of the Knicks social media platforms as well. So
that's crazy.
It's fire. Yeah. It's a fire anthem.
The closer has made it to Madison Square Garden.
And it's not. Think about what has to go right for that to happen. Like there's no way that he planned it that way, right? Yeah, Game 3 on your birthday, Game 3 at the Garden on your birthday, and then the song, the Knicks account, the Knicks franchise, and the Jumbotron on your birthday. I mean, that has to be a dream come true. That's crazy to me.
That was a big moment, man. Shout out to Shahid, Canadian Super Chat, $11. Is not gonna lie, kind of like Josh with the first unit and Grimes off the bench for the rest of the playoffs. Hart 2 experience and needs to be starting shooting guard moving forward. Thoughts and reflections. I still like Grimes' potential from 3. I don't want to change things up. If he can't go, that's a different story. I'd still probably put Quick in there, because I still want to see them being able to shoot the 3 ball well. It worked tonight. You know, they didn't need it tonight, but I'd still like to see them get potential, because you still need to space the floor a little bit, right? Like, you don't want Hart, RJ, Julius, Mitch. That's a tough one out there if your shots aren't falling, right? And tonight, again, they shoot 30% from 3. I'd still like to get that potential in the lineup with Grimes rather than starting Hart. I like Hart coming off the bench and then finishing those games.
Yeah, I would not make that change. I also like Hart just beating up on the second units, like opposing second units.
Yeah.
Like, be physical, take advantage, let him get into a rhythm. And then, you know, he still closes with the starters anyway. And then he's already in some sort of type of rhythm where you don't really have to mix or match anything else up. And he's ready to go. I wouldn't really change anything. And I like Quentin Grimes' first step, his ability to be a 3-point shooter. You don't need to make any changes. Don't fix what's not broke.
Yeah. Well, and you also got to look at like, from a roster construction standpoint, at their highest peak, what is the best combination? What is the vision that you would like it to be? And I think the way that they have Hart in his current role, you know, at the highest peak, which means what I'm trying to say by that is Quentin Grimes is hitting 3s. RJ Barrett is playing well. You know, for the most part, most of the players are playing well. Under that scenario, you want Josh Hart to come off the bench, especially when you start to play even better teams, right? Like if the Knicks get past this round, and let's say they play a Milwaukee Bucks, do you really want Josh Hart starting and have to deal with Giannis, or do you want Josh Hart to come off the bench, right? And maybe play against their secondary guys and rebound, not have to deal with Middleton or Giannis, kind of, you know, being able to cause havoc off the bench. So in terms of the vision of what Josh Hart's best role is probably as, you know, a bench player for this current roster. Now, obviously, if things get to a point where you're just not getting anything from a few starters, then you have to consider that change at that point.
Yeah, Grimes just gives you that capability of just going 5 for 8 that Josh Hart can't do. And if you get that in your starting rotation and you have guys like Randle, RJ, Brunson, all who like to get within 15 or less around the rim, that opens up everything for them.
Yeah, true story.
Can I get a moment to say a few things on RJ?
Yeah, you know what? I was just going to ask you about that. Before you do, Shout out to Dave Zenon, friend of the program. We ran into him during pregame, and he said the one thing he said RJ looks really good tonight. Before the game, he said he looks really good in shoot around, looks really good in the pregame. Hey, and that was a preview of things to come. What you think about RJ tonight, man?
Shout out to David Zena. Him being able to see that and say a pregame, being a trainer, a shooting coach. Sometimes they can see a few things that the normal eye doesn't see. So he definitely saw some rhythm, maybe something, his mechanics that led to him feeling confident he was going to have a good game. Got to give RJ, his props. I gave him his props on the play-by-play, but now with the post game with some more people here, you have to, and I'm sure you guys already covered him, but tonight was the biggest, you could say now, looking back, this was the biggest moment in game of his career, of his young career.
So far.
The absolute biggest game of his career because of the biggest, most pressure. And coming back to the Garden, now when you look at the way that the Cavaliers players played, Darius Garland didn't play great at all. He had a nightmare game. This is the one quality that RJ has that could have a franchise still having faith in him being able to one day, evolve into a better player. And that is the quality of this guy through all the criticism. And I know now it was getting to a point where you can't say he had not heard it. I know these guys hear it. And even with all that, he doesn't, he doesn't run away from media interviews. You see him on the court. You don't know how he's feeling because of his on-court body language and demeanor. And man, you talk about having the correct, at least mentality to play in New York as a 22-year-old with all this pressure. The Knicks needed every part of his performance because when you look at the other guy who I had on my keys to the game, I had Brunson and Randle as the two players, CP. When you're 1-1 and you talk about, game 3s, game 5s, and game 7s, those are game-shifting series. Those games are the most important games in the series for the most part. And tonight was one of them. And Randle did not shoot well tonight. And so he covered up for all of that. And just how decisive he was. He was looking more energized. Maybe the Garden is better for him right now. Yeah. Because, the energy from the crowd just helped him. And also maybe the small adjustment of him not going around and chasing Darius Garland everywhere as a small guard, maybe that helped him just a tiny bit. I think everything helps when it comes to like a player like RJ at this point. But we talked about the two adjustments. And I said, you're either going to have to give him the ball more and have him run the basketball more, run him through some pick and rolls with Mitch, or you're going to leave him in the corner and shoot threes. Well, they did the first thing. They gave him the ball a little bit more. You saw him handling the ball more. He was going everywhere all around the basketball court. He was a playmaker. He did it all as a ball handler. And that's what the Knicks found tonight. And I think the Knicks are going to continue to have to go to that because for the first time in this series, they were able to exploit the matchup of having a smaller guy on him. And the last thing I'll say about him that I kept saying in play-by-play, there were a few possessions, a few bunnies that he missed. And in those two bunnies that he missed, he got away from contact. In other words, he tried when he gets to the paint with the left hand and he tries to go under you with the underhand layup, or he tries to go away and shoot it off the backboard. Those are usually not productive shots for him. When he goes through the defender, in other words, he goes vertical right through the defender. He's not afraid of the contact. He finishes a lot better when he's not afraid of the contact. Tonight, he went through Darius Garland. It's like Darius Garland wasn't even there. He went through him.
He went right at him.
Not worrying about an offensive foul, anything. He went right through him. And he saw that he had more success that way. And now, Cavaliers are on their heels, CP, because I don't know. I think at this point in game 3, JB Bickerstaff, he's done all the. What more adjustments can you do at this point? Are you going to put Isaac Okoro back in the starting lineup? That didn't work. And you think that's going to work now? He's putting Ricky Rubio in the rotation. He's putting Danny Green in the rotation. This is what happens when you don't have a team with depth. Once you run all your adjustments within, now Tom Thibodeau and Knicks staff, they know everything that they're going to do now. That to me is advantage Knicks. The only thing they have left to do is execute, and I think they win the series.
Knock down those shots, man. Great points. Excellent points. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Let's go to India, man. Ashwin in the building. Ashwin, how you feeling?
Hey, you guys can hear me?
Yeah, man. Playoff time, Ashwin. Talk to us. How you feeling?
CP, I need you to buy 2 Binkies right now.
Hey, I can't hear you. Say that again?
You need to buy me 2 Binkies right now. You know pacifiers babies use?
Yes.
Yes, I need that for 2 Cavalier players. First one is for Jared Allen. Okay. Because Mitch was, boxing him out in their own paint. He was babied. And second baby, JD definitely know who the baby is.
Yep.
And his father also. We know him. We definitely know who is. That's Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan
His
Mitchell.
father, Jalen Brunson. Just not this season, not the regular season, from last year's playoff, everything. Man, and the best moment was when Garland missed the easiest layup and Salt to the wound. Not even Salt, gunshot to the wound. He twisted his ankle.
Yeah.
Man, unbelievable. Great game, man. Let's just keep winning.
Let's do it.
And I got my rookies jumping into Knicks bus here. So let's get ready to celebrate Knicks winning the series in 6 games.
Let's go.
That's all, man. Have a good night, everyone.
Ashwin on the check-in. Salute, man. Let's get to the rhyme animal. Chuck D on the check-in. Everybody throw a hashtag PE in the chat. Chuck, how you feeling, man?
Hey, salutes, CP out there, Mayor. What up, JD? Great call. Alex, great pregame. Happy birthday. Big up to Jay Boogie, making it to the Garden. Hey, home games matter. Watching playoffs all these years, home court means everything. This is what they talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel different about it. I think Josh Hart, when Grimes went down and Tibbs had to start Josh Hart at the top of the third, I said, this is the lineup. You want vets. Rookies are, sometimes rookies don't figure it out their first or second year. They got to play through it. So IQ will see it better. Grimes will see it better. And same thing with Obi. But right now, man, when it comes down to that 5 or 6, man, coaches, they go with those vets, man.
Yeah.
And Josh Hart said in the post game, he said, listen, I started 51 games already. Now, did he start 51 games for a better or worse team? He's a young vet. You just like the Stars, you want your vets in there, and you want them to exhaust everything that they have, and I think that's why I feel about that. But hey, listen, man, that's why game ones matter.
Mm-hmm.
We got that game 1. And ever since we got that game 1, even though the Cavs came out desperate and they smacked us, they're still on their heels. They're going to be on their heels in the next game. That's when we got to keep on the gas. Then we get to uncharted territory, game 5, game 6. I mean, the fans and the players, and to some extent, the coaching staff alike, hasn't been in this situation. We've been watching it on TV. And we've been watching the vets. The Tuckers and the Tobias Harrises and the Holidays. And we've been seeing these guys every year in the playoffs. They have a different pulse. True. So we're just gaining that. We want to go with that vet, especially when it comes down to the smash down and possibly closing out the Cavs.
Yeah.
Rapid fire salutes, y'all. Let's go.
Great points, man. Throw a 5 in the chat for the rhyme animal Chuck D, man. Great points. Great points all the way around. They are kind of embarking on uncharted waters, right? You get your second win in the playoffs. 2 years ago, it's the Hawks. They lost in a gentleman's sweep, only 1 win. So, hey, we're making progress here, man.
It's funny. This might be, it may sound strange. This might be a tougher, let me go ahead a little bit. So, because the point only makes sense if I do go ahead, look into the future. Mm-hmm. This may be a tougher series than the next series. And the only reason I say that is because, yes, the next series, whether it's the Bucks or the Heat, I think if Giannis comes back, we think maybe the Bucks will be the team. Yes, obviously the Bucks are a better team. They will be the favorites, et cetera, et cetera. But in terms of, being able to be, as you said, in uncharted waters, being able to maybe be in a closeout game, then like the Knicks are experiencing new things in this whole series.
Yep.
Getting spanked, going out in game 1 on the road and winning. New team to do that. You got smoke game 2. Now you got pressure game 3. You passed that test with flying colors. The next step is going to be game 4 at the Garden. Like this is not the Warriors where we can just say, okay, yes, we'll be fine if we're 2-2 now in Cleveland for a decisive game 5. Like, no, the Knicks have to win game 4. They have to try their best to win game 4. So that'll be a challenge. And then if they do win game 4, the closeout game is the hardest game of the series.
That's right.
And think about the nerves if you lose game 5 and now you come back at the Garden. The expectation is going to be you have to win game 6. Don't even go back to Cleveland.
Even go back there for 7. Yeah, it's true, man.
Those experiences you may not even get in the next round because it gets tougher. And the reason why I say it's a tougher series in the next series could even be, even though it would be a bigger challenge, they internally may feel less pressure because now when you close out a series, you know what that's like. So in the next round, if they play Milwaukee at home, they're not going to be scared. We just got through that in the first round.
Yeah.
So this experience to me could be monumental in them potentially having an upset in the next round.
Good points. Good points.
This is all great stuff to hear. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm living in the moment though. All right. We got to live in the moment. We got to enjoy what we're seeing right now. The Knicks, look, man, they just won another game. This is a better team. Think about how far they've come throughout this entire season, right? You start off going 10-13. Tibbs makes a rotation change, go on an 8-game winning streak. You lose during that time. You lose Obi Toppin, but everyone still stands up, right? We saw the second unit front court of Isaiah Hartenstein and Jericho Sims. You go through Dallas again. You go on that little road trip after losing to Philly on Christmas Day. You come out winning 5 games. You lose Mitchell Robinson. You beat the Cavs. You beat the Celtics. You beat the 76ers. You go on a 9-game winning streak once you get Josh Hart. You got the 5th seed. Now we won 2 games in the playoffs. You know what that means?
You know what that means? Jumped out the window in time, CP. Yeah. You lucky you jumped out the window in time.
We're going elegant today, gentlemen. We're going elegant background today. Look at these drapes that I got. Look at outside, man. It's fall. I don't even know where I am right now. It's fall. We're jumping out the window today, gentlemen. We're jumping out the window for how far we made it today. Okay. Look, we just
upgraded the furniture, man.
Look. We just once again, we stopped this team. We stopped it for even getting close over 85 points. We kept them under 80 this time.
Yeah, 79 points, bro.
79 points. You know what that means? We got to jump out the window.
Yeah.
I'm jumping, all right? I'm jumping. I'll catch you guys later.
Well,
with the playoff jump.
He said, don't get ahead of ourselves, but then he jumps out the window.
Did he?
What? Hey, let's live in the moment. I'm jumping out the window.
He's out of here.
That was a short moment.
Oh, my Lord. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We have fun here at KnicksFanTV. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. #1 show for the fans by the fans. 99-79. Knicks get it popping, and the city was rocking straight up and down. Let's go to the Discord. Dan from New Jersey. Dan, go ahead and unmute your mic.
Que wow.
There he is. Let's go.
Yo, shout out to the mods. Shout out Junior Coroma. Oh, I've always seen him in the chat. Shout out JD. Shout out Alex. Shout out to you, CP, the franchise. Shout out all the Knicks fans that showed out today and gave us that backbone, man. Gave us that 6-man feel.
Yeah.
We took them out the game today early, man. These were my keys to the game, man. Like, the Knicks had to come out with intensity. They needed to give the crowd a reason to cheer for, man. Like, you can't, like, the Cavs came in knowing that if they let the Knicks, like, make a run earlier, if they kept them in the game early, they knew it was going to be a wrap, man. Because I feel like JB Bickerstaff and his coaching staff knew that as soon as the crowd got into it, as soon as they had, like, several reasons to cheer, as soon as the Knicks started making big plays, started getting stops,
with that momentum was just never going to turn their way because the Cavs are a young team, man. They've never seen a court like MSG court during the playoffs. Never. And they never will again unless they fight us against some other year, man. Like, we're a special fan base. We got this. We got something that really gives us that home court advantage if our players know how to embrace it. And I feel like we got the right type of guys to come in and embrace that energy. RJ was phenomenal. That's that blue blood, man.
Yeah.
He knows when to live up to the moment. He knows when to recognize that it is time to step up. I'm so proud of our guys. I'm so proud of everybody. Next year, when I'm not studying for these MCATs, I'm going to be there with y'all.
Yeah.
I'm going to be out there.
Yeah.
But for now, Cleveland, this is for you.
Nah, man, we need you to study up, man. Pass them MCATs, you know what I mean? Become a doctor. So then them super chats with KnicksFanTV will be that much bigger. So you keep doing your thing, man. You hit the books. Don't worry about us. We'll be here calling the game, man. We'll be here all year, every year. Don't worry about that. You just focus, study hard, man, and then you come back and bless us with some doctoral super chats when you get that done. But I was talking to the Knicks chick, and we went to
She
Cleveland.
was hype. She had to be hype.
Oh, she was out the window before the game even started.
Let's go.
She was out of there. Yeah, she was long gone.
That's living in the moment.
Yes. She was long gone. But look, we were in Cleveland for Tuesday, and we went to that dump, and the energy's not even close, man. It's not even close. I mean, MSG.
I was gonna tell you, like, what's the difference? What's the difference?
Not even close. Not even close. Cleveland reminded me of Atlanta.
Ooh.
A lot of pumped-in crowd noise.
Yikes.
Listen, MSG was louder. I kid you not. MSG was louder when Mike Wilczewski said, "Welcome to Madison Square Garden," than Cleveland had been at any moment in that game. On any run, in any quarter, on any three-pointer. Literally, it was louder when he said, "Good evening and welcome to Madison Square Garden," and the place was rocking. It was turned upside down. By the time the Star Spangled Banner was over with, we broke the roof off that place. It's just no place like home, man. Nothing can compare to the energy like Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square is louder at halftime. You see, at halftime, everybody's in the bathroom, everybody's at the concession stands. You got the little kids going up and down the court playing ball. That's probably louder than Cleveland. But I wanted to ask you, because they won that game that you were in Cleveland, and you went live after a Garden victory, and you were live after a Cleveland victory. Yeah, is the wildness from the staircases to the escalators to the outdoor? Is it any way? Like, do their fans celebrate in any way like the Knicks?
We walked out of there like we left a library. There was no energy. I'm telling you, like, I'm not even hating. There was no energy. Nobody said a word to us. We was decked out in Knicks gear. Nobody said anything to us, bro. We literally got up, walked up the stairs. I did my live from the atrium, the little area. Nobody said a word. Nobody said Knicks suck. Nobody said New York sucks. Nothing like that.
Bro, you go to Philly and you're a New York fan. There's some fans that won't even go just for your safety.
Yeah. Well, those Philly people, they're a different breed, man. They're a different bunch, to say it lightly. There's no disrespect if you're from there, but they're just a different breed. But no, they're very respectful.
You're telling me, for a team that is now relevant again since LeBron James, they can't even. They're the 4th seed in the East.
Yeah,
you get a star in Donovan Mitchell. You have not one, not two, but you have 3 all-stars on that team. You're telling me that energy is not electric?
It was dead. It was dead. They were getting up at certain points of the game, and the New York sucks chants and all that. Yeah, they was there, but nothing compared to what we heard tonight in Madison Square Garden. Nothing compared. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And we experienced that within the same week. We were there on Tuesday. We were here on Friday. It's not even close, bro. Not even close. It really reminded me of what they do in Atlanta. It's a lot of pumped up crowd noise. It's very loud. They turn it up on the PA system. They have the MC that tries to get the crowd going, which I think that's cool. I think we could use that at MSG a little bit, even though like, we do follow the commands of, whatever's on the screen and the get louds and stuff like that. I do think a MC could get it a little bit more rocking, but we're good, man.
How much more rocking could you get from tonight, though?
Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Maybe we don't really need it. Maybe we don't really need it.
I think that's a testament to the Knicks fan base because we can just get hyped over our team no matter who it is.
True.
You could go, you could sell us on Kevin Knox, man.
Yeah.
Sell us on Kevin Knox. We'll go out there, root for everything. Oh, well, at least, CP, at least you're back from the Ohio Penitentiary. Thank God.
Yes. Those are some tough days, man. Those are some tough days. I had to come home and get me a real slice of pizza.
Well, how was the food? What would you rate the food of tonight?
Oh, tonight? Well, I ate at Mustangs, typical bar fare. I did, I was eating nicely at the Delta Club. I had some nice salmon. They had a little, I don't know if there's some sort of vinaigrette on top. Then they gave me a little side of polenta. So I was eating nicely there in the Delta Club, and they were showing a lot of love there. Later on, I had a little burger that I forgot what the brand is called. What's the brand of the burger called? Daily something? The Daily Burger from the Delta Club. Nice burger, nice touch. Yeah, it's always good, man. If you're in a Delta Club, always make sure you take a Daily Burger back up to the seat, man. Yeah.
You saw how quick the Knicks chick responded when he asked. That's how all the points he's gotten from this show has been from the Knicks chick. All the takes, all CP's takes. That's the Knicks chick giving him all the takes.
Yeah, she tried to tell me she put me on to my takes tonight about the limited turnovers and everything like that. Oh my God, man.
Does CP have a ghostwriter and we don't know it?
Yeah. Yeah, tap in, man. Tap in. We're saying some great things about you. Yeah, a little salmon with polenta, it was nice, man. It was a good job.
So how would you give the rating?
For the salmon, I would give it it was a little bit overcooked. I kind of like mine on the medium well side. I would give it a 7. Solid 7.
Now we're back to the ratings of the show.
Yeah, I would give it a solid 7. They had little like pulled pork sliders. I didn't really mess with that. But they had some pulled pork sliders. They had some salmon. They did have some steak. My guy David Zenon went in on the steak. They had some cream spinach with a little steak. They had some sweet potato tater tots. They do it nice in the Delta Club. Yeah, nice touch. They do it very nice in there.
You hear that, Cleveland?
Yeah.
You heard about that vandalism that happened in the
Where?
It was well, let me read it off to you. It was a tweet. It says, "First off, I am okay. My house was vandalized by bricks in New York. After my hand stopped shaking, I managed to call the sheriff. They were quick to respond. My window is gone. The police asked me if I knew who did it. I said yes. It was Darius Garland."
I knew that was coming, man. Oh my God. I knew that was coming.
Window is gone.
Yeah. I will say this. The only thing I was a little perturbed, if you will. They had the waiter in the seats, right? We was in section 105, so it comes with the waiter. Section 105 is nice. You get a lot more leg room. I damn near almost fell, before I couldn't even reach my chair. I was standing up, I sat back down and I almost missed my seat and fell down on the ground. That's how much leg room he had. Yeah, that was early on in the game. Yeah, that was early on. Happy hour was nice. I had a nice happy hour.
Sounds like you need your glasses.
Yes, but they had very limited top shelf options with the waiter. I was sipping a particular brand of whiskey. We won't say the name because they haven't sponsored us yet. But with the waiter, you only had limited options. I didn't really like that. You should have everything. Obviously, they're going to get it from the same place.
Look at this New Yorker. Right?
I mean, Timmy D, come on. Let me put a little note in the suggestion box. Just make sure, just give me all options. If you're going to offer the in-seat waiter service, I need something 12-year. I'm sitting here watching this playoff time. You know, that's all I'll say.
That's that New York attitude, man. It's like you say, this is us.
Yeah, this is us. This is us, man. But yeah. Good vibes. Definitely good vibes, man. All right, let's get to some more people before we wrap this up. Great show, everybody. LD's on the Discord. LD's, if you're there, go ahead and unmute your mic. LD's. LD's going once, going twice. Oh, do we have LD's? LD's, are you there? All right, we lost LD's. They did unmute their mic, but they weren't talking too much. Okay. Area code 857. To the phones we go. Whoa, what's your name? Where are you calling in from?
Hello.
Hello.
Yo,
yeah.
I'm calling from. I'm actually on my way back home from the game.
Let's go. What's your name? Where you headed to?
I'm going to Boston. Remember I called you last time? I was at the Boston game that went to double overtime. I called you from the Atlanta series. I'm a New Yorker, but my wife lives in Boston. She hijacked me up here.
Wow.
So I literally come down to the Knicks game, drive 4 hours, drive straight back.
Wow.
And man, it's just, I had to call today because I came there, right, ready. Because I'm like, man, I'm coming there. I'm yelling F. Jared Allen for that flagrant foul. And that was how I came for the playoffs. When we played Atlanta, I was like ready with my whole F. Trae Young, and man, to feel that crowd, just listen to you talking like when you were in Cleveland, that it just didn't amount to it. And I just know because I've been to like 10 games this year, right? And it just didn't amount to it. Just the playoffs today didn't amount to the 10 games I've been to this year.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And it was just, man, it was electric. And I just want to say one thing about And thank you too for your show. I remember last time I called you and I was complaining about Stephen A. And you said, man, you can listen to us. And I've been listening to y'all ever since because I said, man, it was like I hung up the phone. I was like, man, he's right. What the heck am I listening to Stephen A. for? This dude doesn't even know basketball. So I've definitely been listening to y'all more. And so that was definitely like a dub moment. But today I didn't even know that Grimes had an injury.
Yeah,
I just know that he was out. And I was saying to my cousin, because I want my cousin, I'm like, Liz, I think the moment was too big for Grimes. Like he had 3 straight bad games. And even today, when he was bringing the ball down the court, it's him, it's 3 players, it's 3-on-3, it's 2-on-2. He's turning around. I'm like, attack. I'm yelling, attack, attack. He's turning around. He's looking for a pass. His 3 is not dropping. I think that was like a gift and a curse, man, that he did. I mean, hopefully he's back because we need him. We have a better bench. That's our strength. Against Cleveland is our bench, so we definitely need him because he adds depth. But I felt like he just 3 games, man. He just didn't have it. You know, he's playing defense, and the threat of him shooting is there, but he's not making anything. And it's just like Hart came in, and I know that he's a better shooter than Hart. And it's just Hart came in, and I felt like Hart, man, he plays hard on gets everything down.
Relentless.
Plays defense all the way through.
Yeah.
I love him, man. I love him, man. I love Josh Hart. That was like one of, I said it, I put on my Instagram, I said Jalen Brunson was the best free agent Knicks signing of my entire life. 40 years old.
Sure.
And I feel like Josh Hart, right? This midseason, I'm not gonna say that's the best midseason trade because Derrick Rose did us some justice 2 years ago when we got him. He changed the direction of our team. But this dude Hart is made for New York. Like he's made for it. He's made to play in New York. So thank you for the time, CP. Are you going to the game Sunday? I'm driving back down Sunday.
Make sure.
I got ticket 3, 4, and 6.
Yeah, make sure you connect with us, man. What section on Sunday will you be in?
I'm gonna be in tonight. Tonight I was in 119.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Make sure DM me on whatever platform you use, Instagram or Twitter or whatever, and we'll meet up on Sunday, man. We'll be there.
What's your handle on Instagram?
KnicksFanTV.
There we go again. I had another one. That's I'm tired, man. I'm on the
Nah, be careful. Please be careful on the road, man. Get home safe, bro.
Yeah.
Right, I'll definitely DM you, man, and check it. Happy birthday, bro. Too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wait.
Yeah, definitely not my birthday, but
I'm like,
the vibes are immaculate. I just, I went with it. Yeah.
Happy birthday anyway, CP.
Yeah, very far from my birthday, but hey, I'll accept it. Good night. We won the game. We up 2-1 in the series, 99-79. Hey, happy birthday to everybody, man. You know?
Oh, yes, let's go.
What's the handle? KnicksFanTV, dog. Happy birthday, CP.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Back to back with it.
Yeah. Hey, the love was real, man. You know, you just keep it going, man. You know. Shout out to David Board in the chat. David, definitely appreciate it. Young Kobe what's good, man? He said this is family here. Shout out to young Kobe. He was with us at the 40-40 on game 1 in the lounge with us. And we will be doing it again Wednesday, April 26th. The repeat, the encore. Looking forward to that one as well. Shout out to LD's $5 super chat. Says, man, we would be louder up in here in the Rock than Cleveland, and we got as many championships. He said we would be louder up here in the Rock than Cleveland, and we got just as many NBA championships. Let's hear from LD's, man. I'd love for him to clarify a statement. LD's on the Discord. Once you're there, go ahead and mute your mic. LD's.
Hello?
Yes, loud and clear, sir. How you feeling?
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. First time, long time. Been here since Julius's first year.
Let's go.
Just want to shout out to RJ. While we still got this RJ love, I want to remind everybody he's at number 3 pick. We could either have, Mr. Part-Time Player Zion or Faking Jack, no Ja. So remember, give the man love.
Yeah.
He's developing.
Okay.
Need him. He's the key to us going to the Eastern Conference Finals at least. He is our third man. He's our Bosch. He needs to step up when someone doesn't go to their maximum, and that was Julius tonight on 315. He stepped up, and I love it, and that's all. And nothing but love, baby. Shout out from Western New York. Shout out from the Rock.
LD, salute, man. Salute.
That was a sneaky, very good call.
Yeah.
Because I said that we can beat the Cavs. I felt we could beat the Cavs with an inconsistent RJ, but we'll get smoked against the Bucks without a good RJ. In other words, like as he was saying, if we want to get to the Eastern Conference Finals, RJ will be the key to that.
Yeah. Hey, I love what I saw from him tonight. We know that we don't know what to expect night in, night out, but tonight was his night. You tip your cap to him, you salute to him. He was great. I loved his energy. He came out gangbusters. He was moving fast, made quick decisions.
He was focused.
Yeah, he was focused tonight. You could see it.
He was very focused. I loved everything about it.
RJ's energy tonight was great, bro. Great.
You know, the best thing for his confidence, it came at such an important game. Sometimes like you'll have, like, for example, let's say this Minnesota Timberwolves Nuggets series. Timberwolves are down 3-0. They have a couple of young players struggling. So if a couple of those young players in game 4 comes out and plays well, and the Timberwolves get a win, but then they lose the next game, they lose the series, it's like, okay, you got off on a nice note, but the fans probably still don't have confidence in the player because they're thinking, man, like you ended on the right note, but it wasn't really in the most important games. It was after some pressure got off of you. We were down 3-1. The team didn't expect us to win. Him doing it after a 1-1 game in such a pressure game, not waiting till later in the series where we're down 3-1 or when, we're in an elimination game. The game's not really that important. Maybe people don't expect us to win. Him doing it now, early in the series, is so important, man, because it shows him like, bro, you can do this. You can do this, man. And you can do it in an important time. So game 4, bro, if he plays well again in game 4, his confidence is going to be through the roof. And I think at that point, because RJ playing well is the worst thing that could happen to Cleveland because Cleveland's not counting on that. And when you game plan against a team, you pick your poison on what you expect and what you project. They're projecting RJ to struggle throughout the whole series. That's why they felt confident making the adjustments that they did because they're not respecting him. Until tonight. So we'll see moving forward this series. I think it's important that he's playing well now. That way the fan base could get some confidence in him, and therefore he can have some confidence in himself.
He just needs to stay decisive and keep his awareness up. That's it.
Yeah.
When he knows what he wants to do and he's aware of his surroundings, it's not like that overconfidence where you just it's like, all right, I'm going to keep attacking because I believe I can. He's going to attack and he's going to make the right decision because he's aware of what's around him on the court. As long as he can keep that going, he's going to have a really strong finish to this series.
3-6 from downtown as well. Great job all the way across the board. LDs, welcome to the Franchise Channel membership. Shout out to LDs. Shout out to Connor Brown, £5 super chat. He says, great coverage, guys. What a win. Knicks in 5. Shout out to Connor Brown. It's wherever he is in the UK. It's at least 6:30, closing in on 6:30 a.m. out there. So I don't know if he stayed up to watch the game or he just got up, but shout out to Connor. Shout out to our guys on shout out to our guys out there in the UK. And shout out to our guys in the Asia Pacific region as well. Everybody tapping in with us, man. We did have a caller calling in from Japan as well. So shout out to everybody for the love. All right, a couple more before we put a bow on this. Great night here. We got another one. Sunday matinee. So looking forward to that as well. Yeah, tomorrow. There we go. 347. Go ahead and close us out, man. 347. What's your name? Where you calling in from? Hello.
Testing 1 2 1 2. I'm just checking my mic. Am I loud and clear?
Yeah, you loud and clear, man. What's your name? Where you calling in from?
Oh, what's going on, CP? It's Fat Boy. How's everything, my boy?
Fat Boy, one of the people I ran into in the melee outside on 7th Avenue was Fat Boy from Harlem, man. So it was good to see you out there, bro. How you feeling?
Oh, man, you already know I had to swim through the crowd, but it wasn't hard to find you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Energy was amazing. The crowd was just into it. Somebody got arrested. I think they was climbing a land pole across the street.
Well, when I saw him out there, I already knew he was going to spend some time in Central Booking. So, maybe we'll take some super chats and head out there to get him up out of there, man. But yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, most definitely. Great vibe. Shout out to the mods. I appreciate everything that y'all done for this franchise this season from the bottom of my heart. And I'm just extending this to everybody through the chat and through the franchise in a general note. We appreciate you. I appreciate you. And thank you for everything that you've done. I actually ran into Bill Pito on the 2 train home, so I actually put in a good word for you. Hopefully, we'll see you at MSG soon because it's well overdue.
Oh, I appreciate it, man.
To everybody. I appreciate y'all. Have a great night. Let's go. I want Knicks in 5.
Fat Boy from Harlem, man. Shout out to Harlem World as well. Shout out to Fat Boy, man. Yeah, in the melee. Ran into him out there. So it was great, man. Shout out to everybody we ran into out there on the street, man. There was nothing but love to be had out there. Knicks fans celebrating the 99-77 victory. Great job, man. Jacob, what's good, man? Jacob, what you think about the game tonight, man? What he say?
Say it again. What you say? I like that. Right. Say it right. What you say?
You were buried down in Mitchell.
What did he say about Donovan Mitchell?
What you said about Donovan Mitchell? He's a what?
He's a baby down in Mitchell.
He's a baby. Shout out to Jacob, man. Ashwin over in India said he got to get him a pacifier. And Jacob said, yeah, that's some facts, man. So shout out to Jacob for coming in here with his post-game takes. You know,
because he sits next to me on the play-by-play. So tonight, and that's why that caller from India, what he was saying about the babies, is because he was watching, and when Jalen Brunson hit that shot on Donovan Mitchell, you saw the Garland explode. I was going crazy. I was calling Donovan Mitchell a baby. Wait a
second.
Whoa. Breaking news.
I left my glasses at home, but I see something here because this game was on a Friday night, right? And I was going to at this guy and say, listen, this is Friday night, Knicks. You better bring us some good luck tonight. And that was none other than our friend Robert Randolph, the leader of the Julius Hive. And I'm very surprised to hear from this guy after Julius had a so-so night. He was I thought he was good. It wasn't bad, but an off shooting night for Julius, 3-15. Here's Robert Randolph's latest missive, $20 super chat. And he says this.
Sure, he's going to talk about Randall.
He says, y'all are still up. He says, I'm on the West Coast. Your boy RJ finally showed up. Great win. Give Tibbs an extension. Friday night Knicks.
Was that a subliminal those last few Friday night Knicks?
Yeah. He had to throw.
Like, y'all always give me heat for that.
He had to throw that extra bar in there. You don't do it just to get there. You know what I'm saying? You do it just to get there, man. Shout out to Robert, man. Hold it down on the West Coast. Yeah, we still up, man. We still up. You know, you got to give the people what they want. It's a quality post-game show, number one show for the fans by the fans. We had the doubleheader tonight, JD play-by-play, or JD and Alex pregame into JD play-by-play, into post-game live, or into live from Madison Square Garden, live on the streets.
You see the middle one? That's what I called him, a baby. You see the middle one?
yes. Shout out to Gamba and Daniel for capturing the moments of the night, man. Excellent job. Hey, great job, fellas. Let's I think we could put a bow on this. I'm tired, JD. I'm sure you're tired. And yeah, man, great job once again by the Orange and Blue for representing speedy recovery to Q. Quentin Grimes, and we hope he comes back for Game 4. And that's it, man. Let me salute the super chats that have come in. Let me shout out all the super chats that have come in. Once again, AvLab Studios, appreciate it. Got you open. Gifts someone another franchise channel membership. He's the Chris Kringle of franchise channel memberships, man. Salute to him. Salute to Junior Karoma. Oh, I got it. I did. Speaks to franchise memberships. I did get a notification from YouTube that the join button to join franchise memberships is now available on iOS devices. So if you're an iOS user, because some people haven't been able to find the button, but it seems like it has been available on all platforms. But for iOS, it's now available. So if you're on your phone, you're on your iPhone, you should be able to join straight from your device. Okay. Junior Karoma, $5 super chat says Star J Barrett, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. LDs, appreciate you. He says, $5 super chat says series is the embodiment of the negative of trading all you can spare for a star. No RJ, IQ, Obi, no assets that became Josh Hart if we trade for Spider. Quasi Smith, $10 super chat says, shout out to my dad, Eric Smith, for leading me to the Knicks as a youth. Great job. Great dad. Dad of the year. He says, I couldn't imagine being a Hawks fan. I love the Trae Young slander after the game. Knicks in 6. Let's go, man. It's great stuff. Great legacy, man. Kane says, $10 super chat says, I said it before. We've beaten these guys 5 or 7 times this season. I don't think they believe they could beat us in this series. This thing is over on Sunday. Their hearts belong to us. Shout out to Kane Marco, man.
We're gonna need one more game after Sunday.
Yeah, we're gonna need one more. Kenny Gale, salute. He says vibes are immaculate. Rhyme Animal Chuck D says F Trae Young. It's a new Macy's Day Parade down 7th Avenue. Shout out to Nick. Says shout out to JD and the Cleveland Pizza. Shout out to J Cal once again. J Cal, we missed you out here, man. Hope you can get out here for one of these games. New Love, $10 super chat says believe in the boy Barrett. Leave the negativity at the door. Knicks in 6. We here. Shout out Kenny Gales once again. $5 super chat says they look like us in the Hawks series when we started. Rose starting Levert kills their bench, so it's play big minutes because not much scoring. Shout out to Stock Chasers. Jalen Brunson is him. KnicksFanTV #1 show. Hoodies Vintage says the vibes, the city on tilt. Brunson, RJ, Mitchy, OBCP for president. Shout out Hoodies Vintage. Ron G, $5 super chat says the Garden was electric. What an amazing game. So glad I was able to give my father a Knicks playoffs win at MSG for his 80th. Big birthday gift, man. That's incredible. Shout out to your pops, man. Shout out to Hot Dorito for I think this is a South Korean super chat. I always forget what SEK currency is. 100 SEK. Says we needed this blowout win, an eye for an eye. Shout out to Sweden. There it is. Sweden. Shout out to Alex Johnson, $5 super chat says big Knicks-ish. Who's guarding Big Brunson? Jamaica Queen 22. Shout out to you. Says phenomenal team win. Let's sweep home court. Shout out to Young Cove once again. LD's welcome to franchise channel memberships. Connor Brown, thanks again. Young Cove, $5 super chat says those cheers are different here when the Knicks are winning. He says, I put that against any arena in the world on God. And shout out to Robert Randolph once again, man. Ladies and gentlemen, remember to support our sponsors, man. Go to manscaped.com. Use promo code KFTV for 20% off plus free shipping. Try not only Lawnmower 4.0, but the new Beard Hedger Kit, as well as your beard wash, your body wash, your shampoo, conditioner. Great products for today's man. #1 men's grooming tool below the waist, but now they have tools for above the waist. So go ahead and check our guys out at manscaped.com. Promo code KFTV for 20% off plus free shipping. Remember that the show's available in audio podcast format, all the major podcast platforms, so no reason to miss it. And we will see you guys Sunday, play-by-play, early matinee edition. And we'll see you for postgame, man. Let's get another one. Can we get it done? I think so. Broadway.
Game
Barrett.
4.
Let's go.
RJ.
Broadway. Way to represent. Let's go, man. See you guys Sunday. Have a great night, everybody.